everyone, and you're listening to another episode of Deathmatch Russell Podcast. And tonight we're going to talk to KodyRice, as he has entered himself into the CZW Combat Zone's the ultimate coin scramble match that's going to take place at the Combat Zone at CZW Cage of Death this Saturday night. He is the first entrant. Let's hear what he has to say about this and much, much more. Stay tuned, fans. As well as wherever else he'll be at other promotions and whatnot. So stay tuned, fans. Let's see what KodyRice has to say about his match at the Combat Zone this Saturday night. And good evening, Kody, and how are you tonight?
I'm just trying to get outside right now. Outside now. All right, sorry about that, man.
Hey, no problem. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. You out and about tonight?
Yeah, just on the show.
Cool.
Thursday night wrestling.
Oh, right on. Were you? Oh, you're just watching a show tonight? Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet. What vid are you watching right now? What are you at? Or what are you,
Just wrestling tonight in Minneapolis.
Oh, cool.
Show.
Yeah. Breaking up really bad.
Okay. I'm trying to...
Yeah. There we go.
Are you getting any better here? Or?
Yeah, right there. Yep. Let me lower mine.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So anyway, big weekend for you, Kody. You're going to be heading to the Combat Zone this Saturday night, and I want to say congratulations for being one of the guys to really put yourself out there on the internet.
Yeah.
Really tweet and get your people follow you and get you into the combat zone. That's one place that you wanted to be, and it's going to be awesome. You know, people don't know you've appeared on other shows before, like you have done GCW. That's one of my favorite promotions. You did a show and you faced you faced one Reed Bentley, and that was a pretty good match you guys had. That was
Thank you.
you know, but this is a scramble match, so this is like anybody. Like I don't even know. Like what are we up to? 3 guys so far?
Is there 3 now? All I know is
yes.
me and Dan Barry. I haven't heard anyone else.
Okay, they added one more, Blackwater. They did.
Okay.
So he's one of the guys from the Dojo Wars.
From the Dojo Wars, absolutely.
You know, so that's we'll see who next. Wonder who the next one will be. Should be interesting. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be a nice little hodgepodge of guys trying to make their mark.
Absolutely, and your plan is to do that too. So it's gonna be awesome. You know.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I don't take this opportunity lightly. You know.
No.
Like you said, CZW is somewhere I wanted to be, and I've wanted to be there for a long time. So to get that opportunity.
Right. Yeah, and actually, it was Well, you got you've ever been to a CZW show ever?
I never have. I've
really
never had the opportunity to even attend a CZW show live.
Yeah. But tapes and DVDs and YouTube and all.
Oh, absolutely. Like that's my first tape. Like I tweeted that was my big tweet. Mm-hmm. That kind of got me noticed. My first VHS tape of indie wrestling was the first ever Tournament of Death. Yeah. So CZW's played a pretty big role in my life, making me want to pursue independent wrestling and kind of who I am and what I enjoy. So
yeah, and plus you did death matches along the side of it too, right? So you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I've done a few death matches. Yeah, so it's
I know.
It's something to dabble in.
Yeah, it is because it's there's the world of regular wrestling, and then there's the world of ultra-violent wrestling, you know?
Absolutely.
And I'm sure you noticed that from the GCW side and other federations too, you know, on the East Coast.
Yeah,
really taking a stand for it, you know? So how long you been wrestling for, Cody?
I've been wrestling since February 2007, so a little over 10 years.
Oh, wow.
11 years this next year. So.
Oh, wow. That's pretty long. That's pretty.
Yeah, absolutely. Started out in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Trained with a guy named Mike Mercury. He's same guy who trained Mr. Anderson, Mr. Kennedy.
Okay.
In WWE.
Yeah.
And wrestled in Wisconsin for about 3 years.
Yeah.
And moved myself up to Minneapolis, and I've been up in Minnesota ever since.
Oh, cool. Very cool. That's pretty good. Mr. Anderson actually done a couple shows down here by me, you know, at the shore like a long time ago. It was pretty funny.
For
you
sure.
know, some mess around fits, you know.
Yep.
Cheap little pop wrestling, you know.
Yep.
But yeah, that's so cool. You just did a seminar. I was going to say, how did that go? Pretty good?
Yeah, absolutely. Last night, Mr. Kennedy and Sean Davari have a school up here in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
And they had Tommy Dreamer in last night for a seminar.
Yeah.
I want to say last month or the month before, X-Pac was in here for a seminar. So yeah, it's really cool to have a spot locally where we're bringing in these guys who have such a wealth of knowledge and information.
Yeah, it's so awesome. I know. You could suck a lot of it, and it's like, wow. It's like, you know, it's history, too, from some real good wrestlers, too. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. It's cool to have that opportunity, and, you know, there's a lot of guys who take advantage of it. And that's really cool to see it.
Tommy Dreamer, just think about it. He was like the guy that really started, you know, almost like the Function, you know, to use the original, you know what I mean, for the hardcore wrestling.
Yeah, that original ECW was one of those on the hardcore wrestling.
I know.
You know, style. So
I know.
ECW took it to another level, but without those guys, that doesn't happen.
Did you ever like ECW when you were a young kid? And I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. You know, being a Midwest kid, like ECW wasn't real prevalent in that area. Like, they didn't come around much. Maybe Chicago.
Yeah.
They had like TV. They come to Minneapolis. They do Green Bay, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, I definitely enjoyed ECW. Like any wrestling I could get my hands on when I was a kid. You know.
Yeah.
Anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's
what a lot.
ECW definitely had that edge that appealed to a younger crowd.
Always. So I always tell a story. I always like telling this. I tell everybody. I don't care. I keep telling it over and over and over. I was 18 years old and I worked in a dollar store. And this guy comes in. I'm stocking shelves. And somebody's like, he's a wrestler. That's Balls Mahoney. I didn't know I didn't know what hardcore, ECW was. I was
Sure.
just getting into the branch of it, and I became friends with, and then he's like, take it easy, man. Sign this for me. It was pretty cool.
Absolutely, that's awesome.
Became friends with him for a long time. Him and Johnny, Chris Candido, actually. So it was pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. But he got me hooked onto it, and then of course Mick Foley.
Oh yeah, Mick's one of those guys where
yeah.
Reading his first book was really when I realized hey, wrestling is something that you can do. It's something that's out there that you can pursue, and that's that obviously shaped my life quite a bit. 10 years later, this is still what I'm doing. So
I remember going to a convention. It was in Pennsylvania, wrestling convention. He was one of the talkers. I jumped on the mic for 5 or 10 minutes. The quick Q&A. A quick Q&A with Bill Apter was there too, of Wrestling One. But I was asking him, hey Mick, what was it like going into this, into that steel cage versus Undertaker? He was scared shitless, he said.
Oh, absolutely. And that's still the thing about wrestling is that your adrenaline is going so hard. So any time that you're in a match, it's maybe a little more dangerous. Or you have some weapons or you have something, it's scary. It
is.
So that adrenaline just takes over.
But that was a huge cage. Think about it. That was like a 20-foot drop almost, or
Absolutely, that was terrifying. It was terrifying to watch. I can't even imagine.
I mean, just think he jumped off a roof, 5 feet roof, as a kid,
Absolutely.
But no, he put it out there. He's a great guy, He's a really good guy on the outside of the ring too. So
For sure.
But yeah, then Funk around, good old Funk, just the guys we know who really took it over for the hardcore and made it what it was. And
absolutely.
But then we got into the BJW, the freedom stuff, the old Japanese wrestling, the ultra violent. It was I got my hands on DVDs. I was like, this is awesome, This is the way to.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about the internet too, is that back when this stuff was happening, it was. I mean, you could read about it on the internet, but there were videos everywhere. There were clips. There were GIFs.
I know.
It was a lot harder to get your hands on this stuff back then.
It was. MySpace, too. It was hard.
Yeah. It was, when you finally got to see it, it was pretty awesome.
It was, and I was so happy that I got to meet the legend, Odita, when he came over.
Oh, dude, absolutely. That's awesome.
That was so awesome to meet him. I got a figure signed by him, I'm like, this is awesome.
That's very cool.
I know. But I've met many wrestlers, throughout the years. It's like, wow, these, thank you guys. You know what I mean? It's for doing what you guys do, and tear it up.
No, absolutely. And we all started the same, we all love wrestling, and that's where it comes from. We love wrestling, and we had something in us that was changed by wrestling, and that made a difference in our lives. So that's what we want to go out and have people enjoy the work that we're putting in, the stuff that we do.
I know.
The same way we enjoyed it when we watched it. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and you get to travel, and that's pretty cool.
Absolutely. That's that's one of my favorite things about it. I get stir crazy being at home for too long. So.
I know how the feel it is. It's like, I want to be on the road or go somewhere. Even it's like
exactly
some low dumb town, some town that's
absolutely, man. And sometimes those are the funnest towns,
Yeah, I know. The ring is really, the crowds are really small, and you're like, well, okay, 5 people, all right, you get a kick out of it once in a while,
Absolutely.
It's getting cold out here,
Yeah, it's we just had some snow a couple days ago here in Minneapolis.
Right.
Looking white on here. It's a little cold, a little chilly. We had 60 degrees on Monday, but it's real down there today. It's 20,
it was today. 60-something here. I don't even know. Cold, a little bit of chill, it's sure. It's all good.
I would welcome back 60 here any day.
Yeah. Well, I was born in North Dakota. How random.